Statistically speaking, you are likely watching this from a room you don't own. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, a guy named Lee just finished building his third factory. In the last year, the US manufactured about 8 large commercial ships. Not 8,000, just 8. China, on the other hand, built over 1,000, giving them a gross tonnage capacity over 230 times larger than the US. So, why is it that you, a citizen of the richest civilization in history, are currently debating if avocado toast is the reason you'll never have a mortgage, while the agrarian peasants of the 1930s now run the world's assembly line? It turns out, America has been playing with a cheat code for 80 years, and the game is finally starting to lag. To understand why your rent is 60% of your income, we have to zoom out on the map until you become what the Pentagon calls a trifling statistic. After World War II, everyone essentially agreed to use the US dollar as the global language of business. Today, 58% of all global reserves are in dollars. It's the English of money. Just as an educated student learns English to have a successful career, countries use the dollar to trade. This gives the US a massive privilege. We can print green paper to buy actual stuff, like iPhones and flat-screen TVs, and because everyone needs dollars for trade, they just take them. While China was turning from a peasant society into an industrial monster in just 40 years, we were busy becoming the world's biggest consumer. In the US, the economy is increasingly built on the mouse and moving money around. We have the investors, older guys who believe time in the market beats timing the market. We have the Wall Street bets crowd who trade options and gamble with their futures because they figure they have nothing to lose anyway. While you were trying to buy the dip, big institutional banks were buying up the houses. Real estate became a financial asset rather than a place to live. Meanwhile, China focused on gross tonnage. They didn't care if their currency was the global language yet. They wanted to be the ones making the stuff the currency buys. They now have the industrial capacity to build entire cities or even turn giant projects into AI data centers while we struggle to fix a bridge in Ohio. This matters because the dollar privilege allowed us to ignore the fact that we stopped making things. But now the world is decoupling. China is realizing they don't need our green paper as much if they own the ships, the factories, and the 90% of advanced microchips coming out of Taiwan that companies like Nvidia depend on. If the US dollar loses its status as the reserve currency, we can't just pull the levers of global policy in our favor anymore. Printing more money won't buy you a house, it'll just make your groceries cost as much as a used car. The future is a race for domestic industrial capacity. We need to learn how to build things again, not just apps that deliver burritos, but the actual stuff. Otherwise, we're just trifling statistics living in a world owned by the guys who actually have the tools. But hey, at least the characters this season are well written. If the world ends in an economic collapse, at least we'll have a front row seat, or a basement row seat, whatever you can afford.